Hi there. How are you all? Welcome to this creative land of learning. In today's video, we will learn about vectors, introduction to vector, representation of vector both alphabetically and graphically, and we will also be learning some of the important types of vector, and in last, as usual some facts and figures about it. And the best part? We will be learning it whole with fun. So without wasting time, let's get started. First of all, let's talk about some of the major points about scalar and vector quantities and difference between them. Scalar quantities. Scalar quantities are those quantities which can be represented fully by its magnitude and unit. That means those quantities like mass, time, distance, etc., which can only be represented by the magnitude and do not need support of direction to be defined, are known as scalar quantities. On the other hand, vector quantities are those quantities which can be represented fully by its magnitude, unit, and also need direction to be defined fully, are known as vector quantities. Examples of vector quantities are velocity, displacement, acceleration, and etc. Though, it is evident that vector quantities need direction for their representation, while scalar quantities don't. Here is the simple tip for you to recognize difference between scalar and vector quantities. A vector quantity always takes arrow above itself, while scalar don't. In this video, we will be focusing on vector quantities. Now let's dive into the representation of vectors. Don't get yourself confused with the word vector here. Vector quantities in their simplified form are called vectors. You got it? Cool. There are, however, three major types of representation of vectors. Number 1. Alphabetical representation. Vectors are represented alphabetically by boldface character like A, D, etc. While their magnitude is represented by italic letters or letters inside absolute signs, like for vector A, its magnitude will be A. Now here is the quick question for you. Can you tell me, how would magnitude of acceleration would be represented? If you know the answer, let me know in the comment section. Now. Number 2. Graphical representation. Vectors are represented graphically by a line segment with an arrowhead, where the length of line segment defines the magnitude of vector. Number 3. Rectangular coordinate system. Let's first learn what is rectangular coordinate system. In rectangular coordinate system, two lines are drawn perpendicular to each other. Their point of intersection is called origin. Let's take the example provided here. Vectors are represented in rectangular coordinate system with position vector. Do not be confused with position vector here, we will learn it in this video. These vectors are represented with the points A and B as well. Which means that if we move A points along x-axis and B points along y-axis, we would get that vector. Certainly, it is a little bit of confusing, though it is a whole versatile topic. If you want to know more about it, watch my another video on it. Now let's learn some of the most important types of vectors. Number 1. Unit vector. A unit vector is the vector that is used to represent direction of any vector. A unit vector has magnitude 1 in the given direction. Unit vectors are represented by hat sign above the vector, which is read as a hat. Yeah. You are right. A hat sign, but not this one. Let's say there is a vector A, then its unit vector will be a hat. Here is the tip for you. A vector is simply product of its magnitude and direction. The formula for the vector A is given below. We can even drive the formula, so as to use it to find direction or unit vector, as well as magnitude of a vector. Number 2. Null vector. Null vector is simply a vector of zero magnitude and arbitrary direction. As simple as that. For example, the sum of a vector and its negative vector is null vector. Number 3. Position vector. A position vector, as understood by its name, is the vector used to show position of a vector with respect to origin, with arrowhead at the position of the vector in the graph. Didn't understand? In simple words, position vector just shows the position of any vector from its origin. As illustrated in the diagram below, position vector is used to show position of vector A. Number 4. Equal vectors. Two or more vectors are said to be equal vectors, if they had same magnitude and direction. But their initial point does not matter. Here is the question for you. What do you think? Do parallel vectors of same magnitude can be said as equal vectors or not? If yes, then how? Provide your answer in the comment section if you know. If you don't, then just type DK, I will reply you with answer. So that's all you need to know about basics of vectors. Yeah, you are right, that's it. In next video, we will be learning a bit more about rectangular coordinate system. Don't forget to watch that video. Also, if you had any query or question, please let me know in the comment section below so that I can get back to you. Please don't forget to subscribe, so that I can continue making such interesting videos for you. If you found the video useful, then also like, comment and share it with others. Thanks for watching. We need your support.